Welcome to Your Cochrane Right Now. This is a weekly podcast all about the best town in the entire world, Cochrane, Alberta. My name's Eric Ruddle, joined by Lauren Meister. And Lauren, you found a shocking discovery. There is no Halloween decorations in town.
I know. I took a couple of days off after Thanksgiving and I was running errands because I need to keep up with all of my neighbors. All of their houses are decorated.
Oh, yeah. Keeping up with the Joneses. Like, it's one thing for
Right?
Christmas because, right, the light up and stuff. Halloween is too hard.
It really is. Honestly, I feel like over the last couple of years, people have really stepped up their game. Everybody goes all out. And also, all of my neighbors have gemstone lights or like all the fancy lights.
They're cheating. This is something I brought up this week. They're cheating because all over my neighborhood as well, those gemstone lights, people are just switching them to orange. And they're like, ha, it's Halloween now. No, you need to decorate.
That's true. It's the easy way to decorate. But I have none of it.
Okay.
I have no decorations out at all. So I went to a couple of stores yesterday and everything's picked over. There's really nothing left in the
Christmas,
stores.
right?
It's all Christmas. Yeah. Like there's like 20 Christmas decorations for one Halloween decoration. So I really had a hard time finding anything.
Now, were you looking for the inflatables?
No.
No,
I'm not into the inflatables.
No.
I prefer like the actual decorations. I want the spooky. I want like the goblins and the scary things hanging. I like that.
That's something, though, that I don't think you can do in just like one shopping run. Like those people who have the legitimate, you were telling me how like you have somebody in your neighborhood who built like structures for Halloween. That's not something you just go out to.
No, like
Dollarama.
that's intense. I have one neighbor, it's kind of a couple streets away from me, but every single year they have this one display. Well, they kind of mix it up every year, but some years it's like full on coffins or it's a graveyard, but like they have wood, they use pallets and they have like hammers and nails and like it's a full on wooden display.
Wow.
Plus like all of the different hanging and scary spooky things. Like I don't know where they store it all.
Now, do you ever feel like you go too far into Halloween? Of course, we both have young kids, easily scared young kids. Like, do you hold back for Halloween because of that?
I feel like in the past I have. My kids are now at the age where they want like spooky costumes.
Right.
Now they're 100% into it. A couple of years ago, like they wouldn't even go to the house that had the spooky anything. Like they were too scared.
Like the 12-foot skeleton, and they're like, nope, not.
Totally. Like they would just avoid that. They'd want to go to the house that had the minion.
Yeah.
You know? But now they're 100% all about that. But I'm kind of, like I said, I'm dropping the ball. Like I don't really have a whole lot of anything.
Yeah, drive around your neighborhood. You're the one like, bah humbug, turn off the front lights, no candy here.
Wow, I wouldn't go to that extreme, but I have a couple inflatables. I haven't even put them out this year because my kids have kind of outgrown them. Like I have Paw Patrol and like really little kid inflatables.
Yeah.
So I need to up the game.
Now, I feel like here in Cochrane, we have Christmas covered. We have premier Christmas events. The light up, the holiday trains coming back, all that stuff. Halloween, though, there's little things here or there. I'm seeing this event here, this dance here. Is there a premier Halloween event here in Cochrane?
I don't think so, other than just trick-or-treating on the day of. There's not really that one thing that everybody goes to.
Would you say it used to be that pumpkin walk?
Oh, 100%.
But it wasn't on Halloween. So, like, if you never went to it, because I believe 2019 was the last one.
Yeah.
The ranch, the entire walkway, hundreds of submitted pumpkins. They were some of the best decorated pumpkins you'd see. And then I believe they donated them to wildlife.
Yeah,
like
I think so.
All that stuff. So I've been looking around. I don't think that event's coming back after a couple of years of pandemic times. I remember the last time we went, the radio station just opened and we were gung-ho. And I was on that event and it was hailing. It was crazy, but there were still hundreds of people down there looking at these pumpkins.
Well, every year it grew. Like I remember the first couple of years, it was just like a quick little short jaunt, which was perfect because my kids were really small and just kind of learning to walk. But then by 2019, like it kind of was going like
it's past the stairs.
It was up the hill, over at the ranch, and it was amazing. All of the pumpkins too, because I remember one of them, like I think it was like a Hot Wheels one, and it actually had like motorized vehicles or something in it. Like it was was incredible how different some of the pumpkins were.
Now, we know of a couple of places here in town, like residents, who go above and beyond. They'll open their house as a haunted house, trying to collect donations for the food bank. Lots of decorations. But do you think Cochrane could handle like an actual, what my mind goes to as Screamfest?
Yeah, like a haunted house, like something that...
Hired actors.
Yeah.
You pay to get in. It runs for the 3 weekends leading up to Halloween. Do you think we could handle one here in town?
Oh, I think that would do so well. And I think if you had something like that you had like different times where it was like, this is the kid-friendly time,
yes.
and then this is for adults.
Like the truly scary times.
Yes.
The actors will jump out and scare the pants off you. Where would you put it? Let's say it needs to be indoors.
Why not the Rocky View? Isn't it haunted?
Oh, I'm sure they'd be down to close the whole hotel to make it a haunted house.
No big deal,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Wouldn't that be cool, though?
That would be pretty cool. I'm thinking like the old Rexall because it's empty right now. So it'd be right on Main Street. Maybe you could deck out the parking lot as well, like an indoor, outdoor.
Yeah.
Really, we're giving somebody $1 million idea in town. And I think a premier Halloween event could really do well here, which would be really cool. And you were noticing there was the spooky train that's going on like Aspen Landing. I think Screamfest is still a thing.
I think so,
Because
yeah.
that's why I used to go to all the time with my friends. And one time I got set with one of my friends. We weren't like best friends, but she was so scared she was just bawling. Just crying the whole 20 minutes. And we paid quite a bit of money to get into one of these events.
Oh, so much fun. I feel like that train would be so much fun because then you can't even escape, too. Like you're on there and you are...
Do you like being scared?
Oh, 100%.
No.
That is so much fun.
No.
You wouldn't like that?
No.
You'd be too scared?
I'm excited for the holiday train. We found out yesterday that it is coming through Cochrane yet again. And usually it is like every second year. I looked on the website. I think they're just running both trains this time.
Oh, they have to make up for lost time because
Yeah.
they only had the virtual train the last couple of years. So
Yeah.
this is exciting.
Now, have you been down to the train before?
Yeah, so I went in 2018. I think that was the last one. But I think we talked about this before. But I bundled my kids up, brought them down there. Then it didn't really work out.
They had to go to the washroom, right?
Yeah, so then we had to leave. So I kind of missed it.
The station is going to hopefully be open by then with public washrooms.
Oh, so then it'll work out. It'll be perfect.
It'll never happen again. But what can people expect at like one thing a lot of people are pointing out, this is like Tuesday at 2:45. Like
Yes.
some schools aren't even out yet. So like, I don't know what the crowd's going to be like. And the holiday train, it's really cool because it's all lit up.
Yes.
Middle of the day.
That's the concern.
Yeah.
Wear sunglasses? I don't know. Does that work?
guess,
I don't know.
right.
I know. I was thinking about that. I'm like, my kids are technically done school at like 2:20, so I can
Get
pick
in
them
the
up.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, some schools, they're not done for another hour. But yeah, I feel like you're going to miss out on like the joy of it being lit up. Maybe drive down. Yeah, I don't know.
Like it goes from us to Stony and then I believe like Canmore. So I guess you could kind of like follow
it to Canmore, but it defeats the purpose because we want to enjoy it in Cochrane.
Cool performances though, like
Totally.
Mackenzie Porter and Virginia to Vegas,
Yeah.
Vegas to Virginia, one of those two.
Yeah.
And Mackenzie Porter is like a rock star.
Oh,
like, how
totally.
awesome is that?
She's an Albertan,
Yeah.
Medicine Hat, I think she's
Yeah.
from. So we got to meet her a
Yeah.
few weeks ago at the
Very
CCMA,
nice.
so that
Yeah.
was really cool. But no, it'll be cool. I mean, there's going to be a huge crowd, and they're always collecting food bank donations and whatnot. So that's going to stay locally to the
Yeah.
Cochrane Activettes. So that's really cool.
Now, with us talking about the station, of course, we drive, well, at least I drive past it every single day. And there's fences all around it. There's always somebody sweeping. We don't know when it's opening. We haven't been given a date. They're doing something next week, Small Business Week, and they're doing kind of like a soft launch. I haven't looked inside of it. What are you kind of expecting?
Well, just from the outside, it looks very sleek and modern.
Yeah,
which,
very glassy.
Yeah, which is something a little bit different for Cochrane because we're very Rocky Mountain rustic here. So I was kind of surprised with the design. So I feel like when you go in there, it's going to be a lot of glass and sleekness. But as far as what's in there, I think it's going to be like a place that you can go pay your bills. Basically, it's going to be like another town office, kind of.
The funnest place, and like you could get on transit and stuff there.
100%. Yeah, it's a train station as well, or transit station. Obviously, you can't hop on a train.
Oh, not
That'd
yet.
be cool.
Not
yet.
day.
One day.
One day, but I think those public washrooms are going to be a big hit. I'm just worried because it's always when my kids are walking along downtown that they're like, I gotta use the washroom, and you can't hop the tracks. That's illegal. Don't do that. So like maybe we need like an overpass just to get kids.
There's going to be a crossing.
Is there?
Yes, there's going to be a crossing there as well.
What?
So you can
There
cross
you
the
go.
track.
And
Yes.
now my kids
I think so. I
don't have-
believe that's the case.
You've heard it here. That'd be really awesome.
Yes.
Well, fantastic. Now my kids won't have to pee on side of buildings.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go.
But that is everything going on in Cochrane right now. You can grab this podcast on all your favorite services. And until next week, we'll talk to you again.
Yeah.